student, I'm Miss Ngubane from Umgungundlovu FET, and I will be taking you for N4 Building and Structural Survey. So we'll be doing Module 5 under the topic Linear Measurement Correction. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify the suitable formula to find the correct distance, and you should also be able to calculate the correct distance. Okay, we all know that when you are doing a survey, there are lots of errors that occurs during survey. There are mistakes that occurs during survey that's okay, maybe due to the carelessness, maybe an incorrect reading of tape, and there are mistakes that occur, like systematical mistake that occur due to the change of temperature or slope, as well as the constant mistake that's occur due to a parasite itself. Okay, and also the accidental errors. That's why at the end of the survey, we still have to do what? To do correction, so that we'll get the correct measurement or the correct distance. Okay, so here we'll be looking at the taping error correction. Measuring tape manufacturers do not usually guarantee the exact length of the tape. As a result, the tape are standardized. Even those people who manufacture the tape, they do not guarantee the exact length of the tape. That's why the tape are standardized. What do I mean if I say the tape are standardized? It's when the standard temperature as well as the tension are determined. Okay, so taping area correction. So basically today we'll be answering previous question papers that are related to the taping area correction. We'll be doing corrections due to incorrect tape length. Maybe we are taping with the tape length that is too short or that is too long. Then we need to do what? We need to do the correction. And we also have to do the correction due to temperature. Okay, since I've said earlier that the tape are standardized. There are standard temperatures that are determined for a specific tape. So we also need to do what? To do the correction. Let us say we are measuring our standard temperature of the tape is 20 degrees and we are doing our measurement at 30 degrees. So we have exceeded the standard temperature of the tape, which means we need to do the correction. And also we need to do the correction due to slope, and we also need to do the correction due to sink. So we'll be looking at the previous question papers and we'll try to answer all those questions that are related to tape area correction. Okay, let us go to question paper for April 2014, question 4. Question number 4.3. The length of 75 meters was measured horizontal in the catenary. The measurement was done in 3 equal pay. The mass of the tape is 0.015 kg per meter, and the tension applied is 7 kilogram force. Okay, if you are looking at this question, you can see that you are given the length, which is 75 meters. You were also given the number of bay, that the measurement was done in 3 equal bay, and you were also given the mass of the tape, which is 0.015 kg per meter, and also the tension applied, which is 7 kg kilogram force. Okay, so we are required here to calculate what? The correct length. Okay, as I've said earlier, that you should be able to identify the suitable formula here. Okay, so here we are required to calculate what? To calculate the correction due to sink, because we have the mass of the tape, we've got the tension, we've got the number of bay. Okay, let us look here at our solution here. The formula for the correction of sink is equal to this symbol, which looks like W, but actually it's not a W, squared times the length cubed divided 24 T. T stands for the tension, which you need to square the tension. Okay, so the first thing when you are given this kind of the question, you first need to look at the number of bay. Okay, so we were told that the measurement was done in 3 equal bay. Okay, so first we need to divide the given length, which is 75, by the number of bay, so that we'll know the length for 1 bay. Okay, so we'll say 75 divided by 3 is equal to 25 meters, which is the length when we were doing a measurement at 1 bay. Okay, so the correct sink is equal to, now you substitute in this formula here, 0.015, which is the mass of the tape, squared times 25 meters, which is the length of 1 bay, and cubed divided by 24 times tension. We were told that the tension is 7 kilogram force squared. Okay, so your answer here will be 0.003 meters. Okay, remember this is just what? This is just a correction, and this correction is for 1 bay. Okay, let us look here. Now we have to find what? The correct distance, because we are required to find the correct distance for 3 bay. Okay, first we need to find the correct distance for 1 bay. Okay, the correct distance for 1 bay is equal to, you take the length for 1 bay, which is 25, minus the correction, which is 0.003, which will give us 24.997 meters. Okay, so you need to minus the correction into the length of 1 bay, then you would get 24.997 meters. Okay, we are still not done, because this is the correct distance for 1 bay. So now we want to find the correct total distance for 3 bay. Okay, so we'll have correct total distance will be equal to 3 times the correct distance for 1 bay, which is 24.997 meters, which will give us 74.991 meters. Okay, so what you need to note here, you need to take, you first need to do the correct distance for 1 bay, which is 24.997, and then you need to times this correct distance for 1 bay by 3, because we were told that the measurement was done in 3 equal bay. That's why we ended up with 74.991 meters. Okay, let us go to 13 November 2013, question 5, question number 5.3. A distance of 234.76 meters was measured at a 950 meters above the sea level. Calculate the length of the sea level if the radius of the earth is 6,373 kilometers. Okay, here we've got the radius of the earth, which is 6,373, which means we need to change this 6,373 kilometers into meters. So if you want to change kilometers into meters, you need 2 times by 1,000. Okay, let us look here into our solution. Okay, if we are doing, the first thing that you need to do, you first need to do what? To do the correction for the height above or below the sea level. Okay, let us go back again. Okay, here we were told that the radius of the earth is, this is the radius of earth, which is 6,373 kilometers. Okay, we've got the height, the measured height below the sea level, below the main sea level, and this is the distance measurement at the main sea level, and this is the distance measurement at the above main sea level. Okay, so here we were told that the distance of 234.76 meters was measured at 950 meters above the sea level. This is our main sea level. So the distance was measured above the main sea level, which means we need to minus the correction, because this arc here, we've got this arc which is in the main sea level, and the arc which is above the sea level is greater than this arc. That's why now we should minus the correction into the length, okay? Because we want to do our measurement here at the main sea level. Okay, let us look at the formula here when you are doing the correction of the height at above and below the main sea level, which is length times height divided by an R. Our length is 234.76 meters times our height is 950 meters, and our radius is 6,373. Remember, it's in kilometers, so we need to convert it into meters. That's why we times here by the 1,000, and our answer here will be 0.035 meters. Okay? So we are not done. This is just what? This is just a correction. We are required to find what? The correct distance. So for correct distance, we take the measured distance, which is this length here, which is 234.76, and we minus what? The correction that we have calculated, which is 0.035, because our measurement was done above the sea level. That's why we minus the correction. And our answer here will be 234.725 meters. Okay, let us go to 13 November 2013, question 5, question number 5.2. A distance was measured and found to be 137.66 meters at the temperature of 29 degrees Celsius. The standard temperature of the tape is 20 degrees Celsius, and the coefficient of linear expansion of the steel tape is 0.0000113 per degree Celsius. Calculate what? The correct distance. As you can see here, we are giving the measured temperature, which is 29 degrees Celsius, as well as the standard temperature, which is 20 degrees Celsius. So the first thing that we need to do, because our standard temperature here of the tape is 20 degrees Celsius, but we done our measurement at 29 degrees Celsius, which means we have exceeded what the standard temperature of what of the tape. That's why we need to do what? We need to do the correction first before we get the correct distance. Okay, let us look here at the solution here. We've got the correction due to temperature, which is length. Our length, we are told our length, that is 137.66 times the linear expansion, which is 0.0000113 times our measured temperature. We did our measurement at 29 degrees Celsius minus our standard temperature of the tape, which is 20 degrees Celsius. And our answer here is 0.0114 meters. Remember, this is a correction for what? For temperature, due to temperature. Okay, so now we need to find what? The correct distance, because this is what is being required. Okay, so for correct distance, you take the measured distance or the length that you were given, which is 137.66 meters plus 0.014 meters. Okay, for here plus, why did you add the correction into the length? It's because we did our measurement at 29 degrees Celsius, which exceed the temperature of what? Of the standard tape, because the temperature of the standard tape is 20 degrees Celsius. That's why now we need to add the correction to the length that we were given in order to find what? The correct distance. If we did our measurement below what the standard temperature of the tape, then we will suppose to what? To minus the correction on the length in order to find the correct distance. So this is our answer here. We'll add our correction, which is 0.014, because we measured, we did our measurement above the standard temperature of the tape, and then we'll have 137.674 meters. Okay, this is the correct distance that was being required. Let us go to question paper 10, April 2014, question 4. Question number 4.3. It says a baseline of 800 meters has to be accurately established. What distance must be measured with the tape, which is known to be 0.65% too short? Looking at the question, you were told that a baseline of 800 meters has to be accurately established, okay? Which means this is the correct distance. We are now given what? The correct distance. What distance must be measured? Which means we are looking for a measured distance on this case with a tape which is known to be 0.5% too short. Okay, so we need to do what now? We first need to do what? The correction, because we are told that the distance must be measured with the tape which is known to be 0.65 too short, which means we need to do what? We need to do the correction. Okay, let us look here at the solution. Assume the tape is 100 meters, because 0.65% of 100 meter tape is 0.65 meters. So before you do anything, you need to be able to identify what you should be able to identify the suitable formula that you will use when you are calculating this kind of the question. So here we'll use the formula where we need to calculate the correct distance, even though we were told that the correct distance is 800. Okay, and our measured distance, we are looking for the measured distance, and our actual tape length, we've got this actual tape length. We need to first find the actual tape length as well as the graduate tape length. Okay, so for actual tape length, you said it's 100 meters because we assume that since they told us that it's 0.65% too short, we assume that our tape is 100 meters, then we minus, because we told that it was 0.65 too short. If it was 0.65 too long, we will add. Then here we'll minus 0.65 meters, then we'll get 99.35 meters. Okay, then you go into your formula here for correct distance and you do the substitution. Okay, for the correct distance, you put 800. A measured distance is what we are looking for, and our actual tape length is 99.35 divided by the graduate tape length, which is 100 meters. And then you need to cross multiply, and then you will have the measured distance 9 times 99.35 is equal to 8,000. So you need to divide on both sides by 99.35, so that we'll be left with the measured distance, because we are looking for the measured distance. So the measured distance should be the subject of the formula. Then we'll end up having 805.234 meters. This will be our answer for what? For the measured distance that was being required. Let us go to question paper 2 April 2013. Question 4.6. Okay, it says the horizontal distance between 2 points is 94.596 meters. Calculate the required slope distance if the angle between the 2 points is 7 degrees, 40 minutes, and 20 seconds for the horizontal. So if you can see here, we are required to find what? The correct distance. But first, we need to do what? The correction due to slope. Okay, so here we've got, let us look at the solution here. You've got the formula for the correction due to slope, which is equal to length times 1 minus cos theta, and we are given our angle that is 7 degrees, 40 minutes, 20 seconds. Okay, our length here, and then you substitute in this formula. Our length here will be 94.566 into 1 minus cos of 7 degrees, 40 minutes, and 20 seconds, which will give us 0.847 meters. This is the correction due to what? Due to slope. We haven't done what? The calculation for the correct distance. That's why we need now to do the correction for the correct distance, because this is what is being required. Okay, for correct distance, it will be equal to, you take the length, the given length that you were given, which is 94.56, plus the correction due to slope, which is 0.847, which will give us 95.407 meters. Okay, so that was our last paper for today. Okay, so all you need to know is that when you are calculating for the correct distance, the first thing that you need to do, you need to calculate the correction first before you calculate what? You calculate the correct distance. And every time when we are talking about the distance, when we are doing a measurement, we always using what? We always using meters. If you've got centimeters, you've got kilometers, you need to convert into what? Into meters. Thank you so much for listening. Please stay at home and be safe.